Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today I told you I would unbox the Into resin molds that I received. I still have 2 on the way, so I'm not sure when they're going to arrive. I've already waited a week and I don't want to put it off any longer. I also am including 2 more that Bobby Joe sent to me, and I'm going to put pictures up on the screen as I usually do so you know what I'm looking at. These 2 came from Bobby Joe along with the gnomes that she had sent in that little bunny egg jar is what I'm going to call it. So she had sent those as well. She sent these 2 water ripple molds. This one is huge. They're obviously heart-shaped. This is a nice pendant size, but this I'm thinking ornament maybe? I don't know. It's really large. It's like almost the size of my hand. Of course, it'll be a little bit smaller when we get it out, but I love water ripples. I love doing them the way they're supposed to be done. So we will have to do that. The next one we got, well, I didn't realize until just now that this one has 2 lids to choose from. You have a snowflake lid, which is good, you know, during the winter, and then if you don't want to use a snowflake lid, you can use this one. So that's pretty cool. Here's the jar. It's got snowflakes on the side, but depending on how you pour it and how you highlight it, you can use it all year round. So we're going to have to do that. Well, I'm obviously going to pour both of them and see what they all look like. So there's that one. This one, you do not have to buy both pieces, but you can, or you can buy one or the other. This is the wing storage. I think it's like a little jar. It's like a trinket tray. So you have the left, you have the right, or you could buy the set of both. Everything is faceted around the whole thing. You can maybe highlight these inside pieces. So those are really cute. I got the left and the right. That way we can maybe make a set if somebody needed a set. So there's the wings. And this is the last one that I received. I still have 2 more coming. This is a big one. I think this is the largest one I ordered this month. This is huge. This is a bow tie, I think, right here. And then I think, yeah, right here. So I'm wondering how hard it is if we want to highlight those bow ties without painting them. Otherwise, this thing is crystally everywhere. Really crystally. So there's a bow tie on each side, the front and the back, but not the sides, and a big huge bow tie there, some pearls. So that is going to be beautiful, I'm sure. And then this one here on the screen is the one that I chose for the giveaway this month, and the giveaway is probably going to be delayed a little bit until I do all these molds. So I'm waiting, and I did send them an email to make sure that they can check the tracking on it. But watch, now that they'll probably get the email today, they're probably going to have it delivered today as well. So that is the one that I chose, a cute little flip top box for you guys. Some asked if I can order larger ones for the giveaway, and yes, I can. So I assumed you guys, maybe not everybody, didn't want to pour huge molds and use all that resin. So I always try to pick something small, easy, and you can do over and over and give away. But I can pick some larger ones for you if you guys want to. Also today, what I'm going to finish is these. These are the tray and coaster set that we did on my last live on the channel. You can go back and watch it. We did some UV resin. I showed a river tray, and this is my ocean tray. So I do need to finish this as well. It just needs the top coat, and in the top coat I'm going to use my rainbow shimmer to give all the colors of the rainbow sparkling through that gorgeous water. So we're going to get to these today as well. So let me figure out which one of these molds I want to make, how I want to make it. Oh, I also have to pour a bunny. So I need to pour a bunny. I'm not going to finish the bunny, but I do need to pour the bunny. So you're going to get to see that one too. Since I'm going to probably be using the pressure pot today, I'm going to go ahead and do that and get this one poured too. So we got a big day planned. So let's get started. I think I have a plan. We'll see if it works or not. So since I have 2, I'm going to do them 2 different ways. I'm going to use a pigment paste in one, alcohol ink in one, but I'm going to paint each of these different colors. So this is the first set I chose, Debbie Shimmer, which is a beautiful green color, and the bronze by Let's Resin for those little facets in there. But you don't have to paint the facets, but you know, I like to have multiple colors. Then I'm going to use the sapphire and silver because blue and silver go together. So silver in there and sapphire alcohol ink to make it transparent. So we'll get to see it two different ways today. For this bunny, I've been waiting for the chance to use this Happy Mail I got. Kamenskaya, these are the Pearl Alcohol Ink set. I finally get to use one today, and I chose Northern Lights. Now these all have a settlement on there. This one is called Neptune, Pink Sunsets, Pearl, Arctic, and Moonlight. And so there is a sediment, but they do come with a ball bearing inside. That's a good opportunity to use this little mixer. So if you can get one of these mixers, they're not that expensive. They're great for your, like your sinker whites, your pastel inks, which are like pasty inside of them. And then it just really moves that ball around in there and gets all that sediment off. So I always keep that close by to use. And I think I'm going to put the rainbow shimmer, I think I told you that, but I'm not sure, over the tray and the coaster. But for that, I want to get these poured, put them in the pressure pot, and then I'm going to work on the tray and the coaster. So let me grab a little brush here. Is this one open yet? No, I have not opened it. The Bronze by Let's Resin metallic. These are their metallic sets. It comes with, I think, 5 or 6. I don't remember offhand, but I do love the metallics brushed on your... You can obviously put them into your resin, but brushing them on the resin makes them look authentically bronze. Let's see. You do not need much at all with the metallics. I always overdo it, and then I always have a lot to clean up. So I'm going to try my hardest not to do that. Now this has a tight knit facet in here, so it will be a little harder to clean off than your normal molds. But if I don't overdo, just put some in that cap. If I don't overdo the powder, it shouldn't be too hard. Get yourself some of these little tiny brushes from Little Windows. I love this little thing. I didn't even know she had them until it came into that set of mirror pigments that I love so much. But those are red and green. I didn't want red and green today. But you get one of these in there. But I heard that you can purchase them separately if you wanted to. So get yourself one of those little ones for these little areas. So you know what I'm doing? I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and get these all painted in. I may not even speed it up. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get some resin mixed up for you, and we're going to get started.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with the shimmer so bright.
I'm starting with 16 ounces. I don't really know how much anything holds, so I'm just going to pour them one at a time so I don't waste anything. I think I'll start from lightest to darkest so I can reuse any extra and just change the color. So I'm going to start with 4 for the bunny. I really don't know if it's 4, 5, 6, 8. I don't know what it is. So we're going to start with 4. We don't need to vacuum chamber it when you use a pressure pot. And I am going to put a little bit in this little butterfly mold because this is a tiny little thing. I want to make sure I know what color it is. And thinking of that, oh, that's pretty. This is a matte mold, so we're really not going to see the color properly as you would in a shiny mold. We'll get this little shimmer through. Not really. It won't even look like shimmer. It'll probably look like satin. But this looks like a an aurora in a bottle. So that's really pretty. Yeah, it's like an aurora powder in a liquid. And I want to put just a little tiny bit, like I said, in one of these, so I know which color is which when I want to use the bottles. A little too much in there. Hopefully we'll be able to see because it's such a small piece. I thought that little button would be a little bit too big for this bottle. And that's all we really need. We don't need anything else. Yeah, that's good. So I am gonna spritz those ears just to make sure I get some down in them. And then squeeze this really well. Yeah, I can see the bubbles popping out of those ears. It's a really cute little bunny. This one's not getting finished, so you're just going to get to see it poured. And what he looks like. He's cute. He's holding his little bow, and his eyes are closed on this one. So you don't even have to worry about painting eyes. Because he's kind of like smiling with his eyes closed. It's cute. You'll see. I think it's pretty good. Pretty sure I got the ears. Do I need... Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm going to need a little bit more. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I better put just a tad in because it's going to shrink in there and I want the feet to come out properly. Oh, look at that. It's perfectly domed. 4 ounces. Oh my gosh, what a good guess. I never guessed like that. Never do I guess right like that. Okay, cool. Let me put this over here on this tray. Okay, and then... what can I put this in? Let me just get a little tiny... I'll just put it in my extras over here. I just put it into my giveaway molds. Just give this a little wipe just to get most of it out so I could reuse this cup. And I'm going to guess... should I start with 3? I'm going to start with 3. I think it would be 4, but let's start with 3. Actually, I want to write 4 on that bunny, too. Let's start with 3, and we're going to do the sapphire next. Let me get my little marker out here. What did I do first? 4? Yeah. This is a solid marker. It doesn't stay on my molds, but it's better than nothing. It stays until I use it next time, and then I rewrite it. That's basically how I do it. And the sapphire is going to go with the silver one. 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we got. Oh, my cup is leaking over here. And if I have any extra clear, I'll just use it on the tray and the coasters. Gosh, this feels like I cracked it, but I don't see anything coming out. Let me do a little bit more. Although that is pretty. It is pretty. It's going to be thin on the walls, so I want some more color. I think that's good. What do you think? I think so. We're going to stay with that. This one always gets wet around the top when it's being stored for some reason. All right, let me get this out and poured. This one is faceted everywhere, so I'm going to, the cleanup wasn't bad at all. You do kind of need pointy cotton swabs. It's the easiest ones to clean this one in between those gems. So as long as you like tap off all that powder like I was doing, because you don't need much metallic at all, then it wasn't hard to clean. There's a lot of gems on the sides. Just want to work it around and try to get it coated. Can I be right with 3? I really thought it was 4. Just want to get this coated, especially up underneath. Oops. Is the biggest problem with things like this. You can get bubbles up underneath that lip, but it's not really a lip I can like scoop bubbles out. You can't really see them in all those gems. Oh my gosh, 3 is enough. 3 is plenty. Okay. See, there are... Let me see if I could scoop some out. Grab my... I don't know if... Can't really see them. because it's pretty thick. I don't see anything coming out, but you just never know. All right, let me wipe. I'm going to put this, gosh, how do I drip everywhere? Drives me nuts. Put this onto the shelf, and then I'm going to finish pouring it, carry it over there. See, I'm glad I did 3 first. That's all we needed. Cool. I'm just going to add some Thornton, or what is it? Debbie Shimmer. Why do I keep saying Thornton? Because they have a Thornton in that series. And I almost picked that one. That's probably why. Okay, I'm going to move this over and start the next. This is so light, I'm not going to worry about the color. So let me do another. I don't even need 3. So we'll do just under 3. Right there. Gosh, that leaves me a lot. That leaves me 7 ounces. We're going to vacuum chamber that 7 ounces and put some of that rainbow shimmer in there. And that may be enough. Who knows? Get this put back in the... Whoa. Almost got me. Piece out of there. I just want to mix this up and get it. It wasn't separated that much, but a little bit. And I think what I want to do, so I don't mess one up, put it in a little cup first with just a little bit of resin, so we don't have any unmixed pigment paste going in there. And then I'll put it in here. I'm not going to use this to stir it because there is unmixed on that. This is really a foolproof way. Not really foolproof, but a double cup mix is probably the best way to do your pigment pastes. That is pretty, but that is not opaque. It is still a little transparent. So I'm going to do a little bit more. Let's do it again the same way. I wanted it opaque. This is more of a shimmery pigment paste. So it's not going to be as opaque very easily. Pretty sure they use mica powders to get these kinds. So you do have to use a little bit more paste. You wouldn't use as much mica powder though. I mean, if you were using the mica powder this color, you would use a lot more than the paste. That's why we make pastes. So you're not using quite as much. You can make your own paste. I have a video on that, actually 2 videos on how to make your own pigment paste. So that's better. So your mica powders will go a little farther. I'm gonna try to get this all out and remix. And that'll be good. Gorgeous teal-y green. Love this color. And then mix really good again. And then I'm going to throw these in the pressure pot. Get it under pressure. That bunny's going to set up pretty quickly. Then we'll mix up our rainbow. I'll mix that up real quick so I can get it into the vacuum chamber at the same time as the pressure pot. So let's do this. Get it coated. All the way around. And then I kind of go the other way to get the other sides of the facets. And then I'll fill it up. Oh boy. I guess I needed... Why did the other one take a little less than 3 ounces, and then this one's going to take just about 3 ounces because I need a little bit more. I really don't want to put, I'm going to leave it like this. I don't think it matters. It doesn't need to be domed. It's a handmade mold, and we really shouldn't be doming handmade molds because they're not perfectly cut. So I will just scrape this all out just to get that last couple drips in. And it'll be perfect. All right, that's good. Move that aside. Let's get some rainbow shimmer in here. While I'm pressuring up the pressure pot, you guys can watch these bubbles get removed. Get this all off my stick. We're gonna get some shimmer in here. What am I, oh, I don't want that much. What am I doing? Kind of like a crushed crystal. Treat it like crushed crystal. This could last you a long time if you treat it like that. Of course, you could use it a lot more than that if you wanted to. It would be beautiful, just like crushed crystal is, but a little bit more. Just enough to shimmer shine through that top coat. All those gorgeous rainbow colors. One more stick. And then I'll quickly clear off my table and get everything over here. Hopefully that's enough. I think it will be. I don't want it to be like our focus here or anything. Got the bubbles out. Forgot to turn the camera on for you. So I know a lot of you like to watch that, but totally forgot because I was worried about getting the pressure pot filled. So that's okay. No big deal. It's just a vacuum chamber. I know a lot of new people wonder what they are. That's why I put that in there so they could see what that does. Pulls your bubbles out. Just going to fill these up. I really don't. They're all poured a little bit differently because of the amount of shell and blue and whatever I poured in. This was done, like I said, on the live. I just need to finish them up. Dome them pretty good so we don't have to trim very much, maybe just a little tiny bit of the edge, but that should be about it, if anything, if you dome it right. Just enough sparkle. I always forget that I have this rainbow shimmer. All my shimmers are kind of, will do the same thing. I have 3 of them in my store. But you can kind of use them as a crushed crystal type shimmer. And they will last a very long time. Tell me I don't have, hang on a minute, 1 shell sticking up too high. Oh no. It didn't float or anything, but I guess I didn't see that sticking up over the edge, that one. I'm still gonna have to mix up some more for the tray. Just gotta get them all filled up. Check eye level too to make sure that they are full. Looking down from the top, you can't really tell perfectly. I'm pretty happy with the blue though, the way it came out. Swirling it in there like that. I'm just gonna go eye level real quick. Not that it matters. You guys wouldn't be able to tell anyway. Let's see what we got here. We could fill them up just a hair. Can all go a little bit higher. This one. I think everything will be under with the proper doming. All my shells are going to be under, so that's good. This one needs a lot more. That's why it was sticking out. A little bit more. I'm just looking for it to come right up over the edge without coming out. So like that surface tension is going to be held by the edge of the mold. Oh, that one's pretty good. It's domed on this side. I guess I need to recheck my table. Somebody mentioned that they noticed it's always one side. But yeah, I had my table leveled, obviously, but maybe it's gone off level since moving it around. It is very well possible. All right, I'm just gonna put the rest in here and then mix me up some more. Basically, gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys to the comment of the day and mix up some more resin, put some more rainbow shimmer in there, debubble it, and I will see you back here on Demold. Before we go to the comment of the day, you're going to get a little bit of bonus material because I mixed up too much resin. I mixed up 8 more ounces to fill the tray, didn't need it. So I ended up putting it in these two, but I didn't fill them completely to the top. So there is rainbow shimmer in them, which is fine. Then I'm going to take, when it's nice and tacky, almost cured, I'm going to bring you back. We're going to put some either intense mica powder or a chameleon. Chameleon usually looks best on the water ripple. I wasn't going to do these today, but since we have it, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I pulled out this little lighter mold. It's so cool. I love it. Mixed up molten copper in the last ounce. This is a pigment paste. I'm going to try to marble it with black. You know what? I'm going to try to marble it with black and white. Let me grab my white. That might look good. And if it doesn't, it's just extra anyway. So, yeah, I had a lot more than I expected to be extra. Let me get a long thing so I could stir it. So we're going to get some bonus material today. Let's do 2 black, 2 white. And hopefully we'll see it. When Don did his, it came out mostly orange with a tiny bit of black. But if you can get that color to run in, come on, white. I'm going to drip it on the edge. Maybe that white's just sinking. Could be a total bust. But maybe not if I take my time. Put the drips at the very edge. Oh, that was 2. I just want the white to come out so we can see it down the walls. These little things are cool. I'm not a smoker, obviously, and but these are good for the craft room because we all use lighters. So these are great to give away in the eBay orders. Oh gosh, I'm going to have extra again. So this doesn't even take an ounce. This takes less. I did run it through the vacuum chamber. Yeah, I see some marbling through the sides. Okay, cool. Let me move that out of the way. Let's continue on with a... This is the only one that's going to fit on my tray. So let's just do this again. Get a couple nice little pendants. Don't need as much black. Give it a little whirl. And hope those colors come out first, because whatever touches your silicone, I've said it a million times, but there's always new people here, is what you're going to see. The white that's going away usually, not the black. Just want some white. I just want some white. That one might be a good one. Let's do a couple more. I probably have enough to fill this whole mold. Oh my goodness. I could have swore 8 ounces. I'm going to have to weigh that. Well, weighing that tray at this point, the tray does not have any markings on it. And they told me that when they sent it to me. It was not imprinted on the mold. But they told me about 19 ounces, but I don't know that that's right. I think it's going to be less than 19. All right, or just whatever it is, it is. We're just going to do it Get these domed. I'll scrape the rest into my giveaway mold, which isn't very much, if anything at all. So yeah, there's nothing left. Just enough to dome that last one. That's it. So you're definitely going to get bonus today. That one. Okay, that's good. There's nothing left. Now I'll take it to the comment of the day. I'll bring you back when these are ready. Here's a little bonus footage. So it's time to empty these tubes back into my bottles because my bottles are empty. I need to change over the bottles. So in order to empty the tubes, you have the button in the off position in the back. Press the tare button first while turning on the on button. It's going to blink like that. Now to empty this side, you press and hold this button. And that's going to empty out that tube down back into the bottle for us. It's pretty empty. I mean, I kind of used everything in there. But that's going to do that one. And then in order to do this one, we're going to press and hold this button when that one's finished. Now that that's done, it says to press and hold to turn that off. Now we're going to do this side same way. Get it primed. Now it's pumping out that side. And then press that button again to stop it when it's finished. And then all we're going to do is take those hoses out, switch over containers, and it'll re-prime the next time I use the machine. Okay, that's done, so just press and hold that to turn it off, I think. There we go. And then it says to exit the cleaning mode, you just turn the power off in the back. Now it is dripping, so I'm going to go ahead and clean my tray, switch over my bottles, and we're good to go for tomorrow. I haven't timed it. It's been several hours. Didn't turn the heat mat on or anything. Been waiting for this to gel up, but because this one's deeper than this one is not ready yet. This one is everywhere except here where it's thinner. So what I'm going to do, let's get a little brush here. I pulled out Tokyo Horizon, which is a chameleon powder. When it's tacky, did I go too far? If it's tacky, it'll stick. But I think I might have went too far. Getting it the perfect time is very hard to do, especially on a heart shape, because this part doesn't cure as fast as the rest of it does. It's kind of going on there, but it's not going to be my best one I've ever done. If it's completely cured, what you could do is put a thin layer, which I still could probably do, of UV resin, barely, like zap it under the light for like, I don't know, 45 seconds till it's tacky, which I could still do that on here, I guess. I don't want to see the brush marks. That's what I'm trying to avoid. But it seems like it went on okay. Since that one's really, really watery, I tried to cut out some dichroish film. It's so hard to think when I'm trying to concentrate. It probably doesn't fit the heart very well, but it's the best I could do. And then I'm going to get some black resin mixed up. But I wanted to see how this went before I mixed my resin. Oop, too much. See, when it's nice and tacky, it works great. So what I'm trying to do is get rid of all those brush marks. You might not see them, but in my past experience, oops, Oh, where'd my little heart go now? My past experience, you can see them. Those aren't too bad. So I'm going to leave it like that. So this is the dichroish film. As you can see, when you back it in black, you're going to get bright colors. You could back it in white and get more opal colors. I don't know that it's going to fit that great. Doesn't fit perfectly, but I'm going to try. So this is nice and tacky. Oh, I'm going to get it squished right down in there. I basically held it right up over it, drew a line on the dichroish film without touching the mold. It wasn't great, but when you're trying to think of an alternative to powder, that's what I came up with. So this side is sticking up just a little bit, which will interfere with my back coat. Okay, I just got it underneath there, just under. You can back this with white or black, but I'm going to do black since I'm mixing up black for the other one. I'm only going to mix up like an ounce is all I think we need. So let me mix that up and then we'll pour this. And I'm going to wait a little while longer because I don't want anything like putting bubbles in when I'm not looking with the heat mat on. So I'm just going to wait till they cure up a little bit before I turn the heat mat on. In fact, when I get everything out of the pressure pot, that's when I will put the heat mat on everything, because that's going to be a few more hours. This is the pre-made black, which is nice. The pre-made white and the pre-made black, because typically you use pigment paste to get this, and you don't have to worry about unmixed pigment paste if you're using the pre-made, because that doesn't happen with that. Now that I've made up one little tiny ounce, I'm thinking it's way, way too much. I don't need to put this through the vacuum chamber or anything. It's just literally going to be drizzled on the back just to cover this up. And I think it's uneven because of my film is uneven. So I don't even know if it's going to cure right, if it's gonna like pull away when I'm walking away. I don't know. I definitely don't need a whole ounce though. This is just going to bring out that color to make it the chameleon. I have a little left. I got about a ½ ounce left. Great. So many extras. Oh goodness, I'm making more of a mess. It's a little bit too high. Oh, I think I just scratched the powder underneath. It's not deep enough to use a pipette. Otherwise you could suck some out, but I hope I'm not scratching it. I think I'm just going to leave it. Or I could use a paper towel to get some out. I overfilled it. I don't want to drip my black in my C tray. For sure I don't want to do that. Gosh, I hope I'm not messing up that powder underneath. Gosh. That could have all been used for something else, but it's not now. Okay. I didn't think I overfilled it that much. Oh, my hand is full of resin. Let's get that done. Let me figure out, oh gosh, I got half of this left. See, that's what I knew was going to happen. It's going to pool to the one side, so that totally stinks. Let me see if I could figure out a solution. I brushed that Tokyo Horizon on my little peanut head and this turtle. Generally, I like to either brush something on a mold with black or stir something like this into my black. I don't even know if I'm going to need both of them. I don't like just pour black, but a lot of people do, so that's just my opinion. I like to do something with it. So I'm not going to have enough for the turtle, so that's okay. Maybe just the shell, I bet. Somebody asked me in the comments a little while ago if I can show my refrigerator with all my little peanut heads on it. So I will put that in the end photos today if you want to see all my peanut heads I've made. I don't know if he appreciates me calling him a peanut head, but that's what we call him anyway. That I just kept pushing down. It's not going to be great. I keep pushing it down and pushing the black into it, but I don't know that it's going to stay that way. Let me just get a little stick end. So peanut head holds about 1/2 ounce. So cute. He's got little fur spikes. It'll probably be full of bubbles. I don't even think there's enough. I'm not even going to bother with the turtle. We'll use that another day. He's got little hair sticking out all over the place. But there's probably going to be a whole lot of micro bubbles. I didn't put this through the vacuum chamber or anything, so I don't know. It's okay. It's only for me anyway. I don't give peanut heads away. I'm just going to cover my refrigerator with them. Keep popping the bubbles as they surface. Even if they don't, it's okay. Just magnets going on the back. All right, that's it. Now we wait for everything to cure. It is time to demold. I can't believe how much is on my table today. That's craziness. I did have to do the bunny off camera. It's just too hard to demold. So what I did was sprayed alcohol down in there, squished it all around, made sure it was completely and utterly cooled. Do not want to pull this one out if it's not cooled, because these ears will just pop off. But I didn't pop anything off. Isn't he cute? It's hard to see, but the color is good. It's a matte mold, of course, so the color would have been prettier. It's prettier in his bow tie. I think I poured this one other time in this color now that I'm looking at it. I always choose that color for bunnies for some reason, but I just need to trim it up. This one's not getting finished. Isn't he cute? It's so cute. All right, let's do, well, this is the little butterfly that goes with it, but that's not really a great example of this color. I'll put it on there. I mean, I don't think it's a great example. It looks pretty clear if you ask me. So, I don't know. Here's the, oh, I put the pigment away. Here's the green one. Isn't that pretty? So I will get that one put on there. We've got some pendants. Ooh, that came out nice. I like that. The black and the white, that one's not so great, but still pretty. Even just the copper color, that's cool. Not too much marbling on that one. Not too much on that one. It just depends what hits that silicone. That's what I was saying. Mostly copper in here. You just don't know. That one's pretty. That one came out good. All right, let's see. Let's do this. See how I did. This one is kind of hard to get out though. Don was struggling yesterday too. Let me just squirt some alcohol down in there. Maybe it will help loosen everything up. It should pop right out then. Let's see. Yeah, it works. It works. You could use soapy water. You don't have to use alcohol. Ooh, this one came out nice. Well, you got to squirt down in there too. I'm always afraid I'm gonna like rip that mold out and put this back together. I like this mold. I didn't know that I was gonna like this mold, but I like this mold. Thank you, Elisa. Now I was at the store today too. I forgot to pick up some lighters. This one's nice. That came out pretty good. Really cute. You can like personalize these. Michelle's craft room, whatever you want to say. Here's a little peanut head. I will still get a picture. Oh, look at that. That is that chameleon powder. It's a little dark. I might have to lighten him up, but he's going to be cute when I'm done. All right. This is, I'm going to have to probably paint the back of this one if it comes out okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that. It came out gorgeous. 2 bubbles in there, but I don't even mind it. That is so pretty. I love the black on that. You don't even really need to do it because you can't even tell. You can't even tell. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Wow. Stunning. That's how you do a water ripple properly. Love that. Let's do this one. We didn't expect to pour these today. This was the, oh, the same powder as that. Ooh, that is nice. That one's got so many colors. It looks so much prettier in here than it does on here. On this one, you can only like see the purple tint to it. You can't because it's a matte mold. This one has gold, greenish, purple, blue. That is so cool. That is really pretty. Really not going to do anything to it. I'll put like a ribbon or something on there to hang it. Trim up my edges, but that was so thin you can barely see the black on it, so that's good. Beautiful. Love that. Let's pop all these out. I'm going to make you wait for the angel wings. Now these are the bottoms. We were working face up because there are little holes on the bottom from the seashells. So this is your top. I do have a tiny little bit. Oh, it was just this one spot. Maybe it comes right off. So they came out really pretty. I'm glad the clear stayed clear. The blue stayed blue. Again, these are top up. Now, you can put cork or something on the bottom, but the problem with that is, I'll grab one and show you. You're going to see it. Oh, that looks like sand. I like that. They're too big though. Oh, that stinks. I'm not going to do that. I'd have to trim too much. I'm going to leave them clear, but that really looks cool. Man, if those fit perfectly, I probably would have put that on there. But I don't want to trim. Oh, wow. That looks cool. Oh, well, that's okay. If whoever buys them likes that, they can put them on. All are going to be about the same. Can you see that rainbow shimmer in there? All different colors shimmering through instead of the crushed crystal. Very pretty. This side, I mean, it's nice, but you could tell it's the back because it's layered. I like that side. Plus, there's no shimmer on the back side. So that is our front. I might even edge these with silver just to give them a finish. But there's only like nothing hardly at all to trim on that. Wow, that is really, really pretty. Love those. Now let's see the tray. There's really no reveal because I'm working face up. But that is so nice. It goes this way. There's your wave. Whoop, like that. So yeah, I think I might get those little spots out that I over poured, which are not very many. Don't those look really pretty under the resin? The mother of pearl shells, I love them under resin. It's just here and there, not too much. Some of these, like these ones, are empty underneath, but they're encased. They're not going anywhere. But all of those ones, because I put the shell in first, remember? So if you watched that video, I placed all my shell to save time on that live. And that's why the resin didn't get in there. I thought I moved it around, but I guess I didn't move it around enough. All right, let's get these out. Let's see what we have. I don't have a lot of finish work to do. Let's get these. Now, a lot of times the mica will stick to our... Oh, it didn't today. The metallic sometimes will stay. Ooh. Not too bad of a job cleaning up. That's pretty. Definitely need to trim. Here's the outside. It worked really well in the pressure pot. Up underneath here is where you're going to get a ton of bubbles if you don't have a pressure pot on this kind of a mold. That is so pretty. There's so many color combinations you can do, I'm sure. Or just do it in one color. You don't have to paint those if you don't want to. I always complicate everything. Sometimes it bites me in the butt. Here's the silver and the blue. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. No bubbles. See right through it. It's perfectly clear. I'm not going to do anything to these. These don't need anything. So if you wanted to, you can make a set the same and place them on something else as a memorial piece. Put them on a base or something. I don't know. Love those. Very pretty, very pretty. All right, well, give me some color combinations. Or maybe we'll do them clear. Not really clear. Well, clear would be gorgeous on those. We can do them clear on another video. Or just one color without the metallics. Those are nice. Okay, give me a couple minutes. I'm going to get everything finished, trimmed, resin restored, and done. And I'll BRB.
Pouring out the colors like a stream of gold. Hands crafting stories, let the beauty unfold. She shines like the sun, but her heart stays low. She says it ain't me, it's His grace in my hand. Every swirl, every shine, it's the Lord's command. Glitz and glitter, hallelujah. Every sparkle sings it through you. Give the glory, raise it high to the maker of the sky. Every view's a blessing, she knows it's true. Each pour, each mix, a miracle she drew. Her heart's a canvas painted in heaven's hue. Glitz and glitter, hallelujah. Every sparkle sings it through you. Give the glory, raise it high to the maker of the sky. In the resin, in the shine, He's the artist, she's the line. Every piece of Him divine. Glitz and glitter, hallelujah. Every sparkle sings it through you. Give the glory, raise it high to the maker of the sky.
That was a pretty easy day. So for little Peanut Head, I just highlighted him with some purple marker, put a pink heart in his hands, and magnets on his back. So I will get you a picture of my refrigerator. I didn't do anything to these, just trimmed them. I put a little hanger on this one. It's so pretty. I love that. Really nothing to these. I just put the flat back bales on the back. And then I just colored the edges with the marker. Now you can, if you want to, if you wanted to cover up the whole edge, I have painted the whole side, but I like these sides because you could see the 3-dimension in the shells and the water. So I left the sides open, just did the top trim. I know a lot of people are going to ask, don't you have to seal that in? You can seal it in. You could put another top coat if you really wanted to. In my experience, this particular paint pen, once it's dry, it is so hard to get off. So normal wear and tear. My mom has a set. I'm pretty sure I painted hers 3 years ago. Still has a silver on there, and she uses hers, so it's very durable. Here is the tray. Now when there's no bubbles in the edge, that's another thing. I mean, there's no bubbles in any of these edges, so I'm not accentuating any bubbles, so that was good. On here, I put little rubber bumpers everywhere. just to keep it up off your surface and keep it level. So that's that. I think that's it. I'm going to get you guys some pictures. Thanks for joining me today. And tomorrow we're going to continue on with some more of the Into Resin molds. I might throw something in on top of that because you know how I am, and I still have a lot of orders to fill, so they might get tucked in to some of these videos. All right, guys, stick around for those pictures. Check out Peanut Head. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye, everyone.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face.